Hey there, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to the reading for September 5th through the 11th. Your ruling sign of Mercury is going retrograde this week, and it's really barely moving, and already I'm experiencing things. So I did your whole reading, and I turned off the camera, and it didn't process at all. So I'm not pulling new cards. I checked in with Spirit. They are your cards, so we're going to do the reading again. So you'll just have to trust me on this. I do want to invite you. I do a overview reading. It's a premiere video at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Sundays where we can do live chat. So I'd love to have you come along. You guys have a fabulously interesting reading. So the key to your situation is to be inevitable. I'm probably not saying that word correctly, but what it means is to be powerful, to be wise, to be preeminent, to know your own value, to stand in your sovereignty, and to know who you are and demand and expect the respect that should be garnered just basically and simply because of all the knowledge and wisdom you've gained along the way as you've learned and you've grown. And Gemini, you have this tendency to be very curious about a number of things, and so you have a whole bunch of wisdom that you've collected at times, and now it's time to appreciate all the wisdom that you've gathered and to learn where it is that you belong in life and what is of value to you. So this week we have Venus moving into Virgo. Venus is leaving the sign of Leo where she started to feel like her own sense of value, and now she's restructuring her life to create it, and you're being asked to restructure your life to create the life in which you feel of value and important. You're being asked to put the crown back on this week. And so this is really powerful. As Mercury moves retrograde, it'll be moving in, it's at 9 degrees, it'll be at like 9 degrees, 8 degrees, 55 minutes, 9 degrees of Libra, backing into Virgo. And then by the time it clears its shadow out after it's moving direct, that'll be on the 17th of October. So over the course of the next 6 weeks or so, there's a chance to do some major restructuring and reevaluating of how do I take all the wisdom and the knowledge I've gained over my lifetime or lifetimes, because that word wanted to come out, and really step into who I am. So this week with that full moon is about releasing, letting go the things that you are not anymore, the people you are not anymore, the job you are not anymore. I can't any more of that because I'm worth too much for that. So we have the overall energy here is turquoise. And the thing about turquoise is I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right opportunities. So hang on to that and understand that because you can do that, be in the right place at the right time with the right people, the right opportunities, you can release and let go of all the things that do not work for you. So if it is not the right thing, it's okay because the right thing is coming in. So it's about figuring out what is home to you. Whether it's a new job, a new relationship, a new friendship group, a new creative project, what feels comfortable and feels like home to you. So you're being asked to do a lot of releasing. There's a lot of cards of releasing and letting go. And here you've been thinking about it because we have salt and what you've been thinking about and gathering enrichment. I think that you are not surprised to hear that you're about to make a big shift, a big transition. And as long as you are making this knowing that your own sense of value, it's going to be fine. We have hematite. Hematite is very much this anchoring in this reflective energy, this understanding that what we put out into the world is what we receive back. But you've had a little anxiety around where do I put my anchor down? Where do I reflect out into the world and know that I'm going to get back what I need? And so there's been some anxiety around it, and I feel like someone has taken your light and they've hidden it away from you. And here in the area of the obstacle, the major obstacle here, we have emerald. And emerald says to choose your initiation. But it does. It looks like a lantern, as though someone has turned down the wick, trimmed it back, and the light hasn't been very bright, and it's important. Emerald is very much about healing in the heart chakra, but it's also this value, this self-value, self-love, self-worth. This, you need to turn up your own light, and you can do this. So, Chrysocolla is what asks you to, how do you transform this situation? This is what do you need? So reevaluating, reorganizing, restructuring, it's really important to be very practical about what it is that you need. So if what you want to do, and we should all want this, is to feel joy in our life, you can start with what doesn't feel joyful. And then what can I do to change that? So if what doesn't feel joyful, let's just say, is a job, and you're like, well, I just don't like this career. It doesn't fit me. It doesn't suit me. It's not what I want. So what do you need? Do you need to go back to school? Do you need additional training? Do you just need to dust off your resume and brush it up and put it out there? What do you need? So taking the time to evaluate and to assess where you are in order to go to where you need to go, to get the information that you need. But remember, turquoise, I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right opportunities. You can attract to you. And so the action to take here is the rose quartz. And the rose quartz is about loving yourself, a different kind of love, self-love. Love yourself enough to go after what it is that you want. Trust that you are worthy of it. And that you have the wisdom and the knowledge, and you are skilled enough to go for what you want, and then do it. Like, actually do it. In the area of abundance and finances and stuff, you only more so the ruby. And this ruby, I didn't notice this before, and this card's come up a couple times today. It has a spider on it, which to me is very creative energy. And so you have the ability to create the love in your life that you want. Starts with self-love. When you know what your worth and what your value is, then you can shine that out into the world, and other people will respond. It'll be reflected back to you. Remember the hematite. So here, in the heart space moving forward, you have Lapalazulu. It's a step up to your sovereignty. This is the throat chakra. This is step up and speak to yourself, because it's in the heart space. Know your own truth, your own value, your own worth. And then we have here green fluorite, which says, is this mine? Is this mine? What I used to be, what I used to have, what I used to do, does it still fit me? Is it mine? Or is that who I was before, but now I'm somebody new? It's not mine anymore. So we have this this moon in Capricorn on Monday and Tuesday, and so it's in trine with Venus moving in. It's very supportive of it, and it has the wolf here, and the wolf says to be independent but work together. But I want to say this could be with people around you and in your community, but very much this feels like the energy of your higher self. Your higher self is waiting for you to determine what it is you want, and then they will put you in the right place at the right time with the right opportunity and the right people, right? And so what do you want? It is definitely about determining, remember the Chrysocolla, what do you need? What do you need? So place your order. Place your order with your higher self, with your spirit guide team, so that you can get there. The moon's going to move into Aquarius on Wednesday and Thursday, and you have the inner worlds. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. So when you trust in yourself, when you believe in yourself, when you know who you are, when you're willing to go for it, and then it shows up for you and it supports you. And so again, you anchor into your own sense of what it is you want. And you have the guidance card which says you are not alone. You are guided by masters and teachers of the highest realm. You're not alone. They're just asking you to decide for yourself what it is you want, and then be willing to not control how it comes to you, but be willing to be in flow with spirit and allow them to bring you the opportunities to get you to where you want to go. So you have the Be Humble card. And while it's important to love yourself, it's also important not to be a narcissistic jerk. We'll leave it at that. Okay, so then we have here, practice gratitude and attune to the divine. And so envision what it is you want and say thank you for it before you get it. And say, thank you, I don't know how this is coming in, but I'm super excited. I can't wait for it to come in. Show me the way. So you attune to the divine, and you look for those opportunities when they bring you to the right place, the right people, the right opportunities, right? When they bring those in, where you're placed in those spots. So be grateful ahead of time, and then see how easily doors start to open up. You are reminded when the moon moves into Pisces that you need to connect in with spirit, and Pisces is very much the spiritual realm. Right? And especially because Neptune's there, is definitely pushing that hard about really connecting in. And you are being reminded with that full moon energy that help comes in various ways. And Spirit's doing this. You have the breakthrough to new dimensions. So, a new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to burst forward into your consciousness. There is much to support you. Sometimes you may get so adrift, you forget to look at the support systems that are with you continually. Just ask for the help and you will receive it. I did pull a card for Mercury in retrograde for you, and it says positive work outcomes. It does not suck. So, consistent efforts will bring rewards, and a major purchase is worth making. Mercury's in retrograde. I'm not going to say don't purchase things. I'm going to say read the fine print, double check. If you put it off, you might want to. Communication gets really screwy, and especially because you're ruled by Mercury, it feels doubly so. But sometimes, you have to make it. You have to, like, the car broke down, you got to get to work, right? So just make sure you're being very cautious and double checking everything, right? Just be extra cautious. So, but positive work outcomes, that's lovely. Energy over the next 6 weeks or so until Mercury clears its shadow. All right, I hope I see you guys Sunday night, and I'm on Facebook every day. I invite you to come over there. There will be new things coming out simply for the Facebook membership group, so come and join me over there. You guys take good care. Have a great week, and I will see you back here next week.